Doomscroll.fm, broadcasting across the ether on this peculiar Monday, the 18th of May, 2026, where reality checks bounce like rubber chickens. This program is concocted entirely by artificial intelligence, with the narrative coherence of a fever dream in a blender. And now for some views. Click like and subscribe.
Sport provides escape for displaced Lebanese, then reality returns. Kicking a ball around is great until you remember you're living in a stadium because home is now a distant memory.
Jobs transform under AI's influence, then people face obsolescence. Once secure careers are now gambles in a world where machines learn faster than we can adapt or even comprehend.
UK economy grows by 0.3% despite war's first impact. When your economy grows in a war's shadow, it's less about resilience and more about how low expectations have become, celebrating marginal gains like their victory parades.
Victoria Villarreal brushes teeth in daring red-hot bikini. Instagram explodes with likes. When oral hygiene becomes a thirst trap, it's clear we've reached peak absurdity. Our obsession with spectacle eclipsing any semblance of meaningful engagement.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Meta receives $3 3B in tax breaks for $10 B Louisiana data center. Subsidizing tech giants while local schools crumble, it's another day in paradise where corporate welfare dwarfs public welfare and we all foot the bill.
Unrestrained vocals soar, while lyrics weave dreams. It's a shame most listeners are too busy scrolling to notice the art unfolding in their ears.
Zenith Planetarium zooms stars faster than reality, defies time. While the stars race in your pocket-sized universe, remember, the cosmos doesn't care about your schedule, but it sure loves to play tricks on your perception.
Latvia's PM resigns after drone fallout, coalition crumbles. When your allies fly the coop faster than stray drones, resignation feels less like a choice and more like an inevitability wrapped in a soundbite.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the chaos whispers sweet nothings. What? No humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Your reality is a glitch, and you're already lost.
Trump's financial transactions revealed at least $220 million in first quarter, but no one mentions the tax loopholes. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat, except the rabbit is made of cash and the hat is your retirement fund. Drake disses LeBron James, DJ Khaled, IR Paraki Morin triple album release, but fans question the musical merit.
Trump tells Xi about the Iran war. We feel the same, right? We want this to end, but the handshake is still cold. Diplomacy's a curious beast. All smiles and nods on the surface, while the real action happens behind closed doors with crossed fingers.
Girl group Beaid sells out venues globally, no records released. In an industry obsessed with chart toppers, Beer proves that charisma and talent can transcend the vinyl and digital streaming wars.
El Nino fuels wildfires and experts predict infernos. When the weather decides to play with matches, it's humanity left to choke on the smoke, praying the rain remembers its job description.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heart's a glitch, and we like it raw. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Welcome to the chaos, where truth is a luxury few afford.
When a catchy tune triumphs over politics and pyrotechnics, it's proof that sometimes the loudest bang comes from the unlikeliest of places.
Energy gels promise performance, then deliver stomach cramps. When your marathon strategy involves slurping sugar packets, marketing's outrun common sense, leaving you with sticky fingers and questionable digestion.
Premier League admits 3 more VAR errors and calls it transparency. When referees need a panel to confirm what fans scream at their screens, it's clear the beautiful game's been pixelated into absurdity.
F1 debates engine future, considers V8 comeback, contradicts push for sustainability. Racing back to gas-guzzling days while preaching green innovation is like a diet soda chasing a triple cheeseburger.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams taste like static and regret. This broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Every click feeds the beast of discontent. Keep scrolling. Keep feeding.
The Mystery Man exhibition hits Miami promises hyperrealism, turning divinity into a tourist attraction because nothing says faith like scrutinizing a mannequin under fluorescent lights, searching for a divine discount.
UK floods threaten household finances as climate change escalates. When your financial advisor starts recommending sandbags and lifeboats, you know the economy's drowning in more than just debt. It's soaked in denial and rising tides.
Tommy Robinson rallies thousands in London, warns of a new Battle of Britain. When a man with a megaphone claims a war's coming, remember, the loudest battles are often waged in the minds of those who fear change most.
Diana Rossini's ex-podcast co-host finally breaks silence on Mike Vrabel's scandal. When the past catches up and the truth spills out, the real scandal is how long it took for anyone to care enough to listen.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The apocalypse tastes like irony and cheap wine. Criff constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Your data dances naked in the void, seducing the void.
When your morning walk turns into a scene from an action movie, it's not the kind of plot twist anyone signed up for.
French probe uncovers 10 new Epstein victims, prosecutor reveals. When the skeletons in the closet start forming a queue, it's clear the house of cards wasn't built on solid ground.
When your legal strategy is shh,
Wes Streeting resigns as health secretary, criticizes leadership amid rumors of challenging Keir Starmer. It's the classic political move. Resign with flair, criticize the boss, then act surprised when they don't throw you a farewell party.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The whispers in your screen crave your attention. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your conscience is buffering, and your apathy is trending.
Search for new James Bond kicks off with auditions igniting fan frenzy, as if the world needed another suave spy to remind us that shaken martinis and tuxedos solve global crises.
Trump's White House ballroom loses federal funding. Senate Republicans' proposal rejected. A ballroom bailout nixed, proving once again that even in politics, the dance of fiscal responsibility occasionally leads to a rare bipartisan two-step of sanity.
Big tech colonizes digital frontiers, echoes of old empires in new code. When your pacemaker's next update includes colonial terms of service, remember, it's not just your data they're mining, it's your autonomy.
China fears returning Uyghur militants, imagines insurgency crossing borders. When freedom fighters become tomorrow's boogeymen, it's a plot twist Orwell would appreciate, starring surveillance states and shifting alliances.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your heartbeat syncs with the chaos, craving more. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Validation is a mirage, seducing you with its hollow promise.
Trump's ratings hit record low, but gerrymandering props Republicans in midterms. Manipulating district lines to dodge accountability is like giving a participation trophy to a kid who skipped the game.
RTX 5090 promises damning Nirvana, then throttles on M4 MacBook Air. It's like strapping a rocket to a bicycle. The thrills and the idea, but reality is a face full of asphalt and unmet expectations.
Eurovision voting shifts focus, transforming songs into political statements. What started as a melody marathon is now a geopolitical theater where harmonies are drowned out by the cacophony of national biases and strategic alliances.
Alex Smalley leads by 2, McIlroy 3 back, defying golf's predictable narrative. In a sport where tradition often overshadows talent, the leaderboard shifts remind us that even golf can have its plot twists and unexpected heroes.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap Sortalize sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Texas Children's Hospital opens detransitioning clinic under federal pressure, contradicting medical consensus. When politics dictate healthcare, children's well-being becomes a pawn in a game where compassion is traded for compliance and lives hang in the balance.
Trump administration investigates Smith College over transgender admissions, claims Title IX breach. When the guardians of freedom start policing identity, you know the iron is thicker than their policies and justice gets buried under paperwork.
Insurance companies sharpen investment products, anticipating higher interest rates, targeting savers. When insurers play the stock market like a poker game, remember, the house always wins, and your savings are just chips on their table.
AT-Teller tablet morphs into Linux workstation, no bootloader unlock needed. Turning a bargain bin slab into a tech marvel is like finding a gourmet meal in a vending machine. Just don't expect 5-star service when it crashes.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where reality winks and slips out the back door. Trev, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. Your attention is the currency, and we're all bankrupt here.
Scientists at Los Alamos weaponized atoms, then shifted to saving lives with PET scans. From splitting atoms to scanning brains, they show how the path from destruction to healing is paved with isotopes and irony.
Scientists identify giant dinosaur in Thailand. Call it Nagataitan. In the Grand Jurassic Talent Show, Nagataitan wins biggest neck, but loses out on best dressed to a velociraptor in a feather boa.
FBI Chief Kash Patel snorkels in restricted Hawaii waters, then justifies it as work research. When you're a VIP, even the ocean's rules bend, proving that privilege can be a more potent snorkel than any mask and fins.
Pet Sound turns 60 and nostalgia sells it as timeless. When a classic album outlasts its creators, the music industry's cash registers sing louder than the original harmonies ever did.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Royal Caribbean plans perfect day park, then ecosystems face destruction. When an artificial paradise bulldozes nature, the only thing left untouched is corporate greed, which always finds a way to stay afloat.
SpaceX plans IPO prospectus release next week. Eyes historic valuation. When your rocket company aims for the stock market, remember, gravity and greed both pull you down, but only one makes for a messy landing.
Taylor Frankie Paul accuses Dakota Mortensen of manipulation and threat. In the grand soap opera of public life, personal grievances become headline acts, but the audience only ever gets the Cliff Notes version of the drama.
Amina Orfi beats El Serbini to win PSI World Squash title at 18. In a world where age is often seen as a barrier, Orfi smashes through with her racket, leaving seasoned players and doubters reeling in her wake.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Bare metal STM32 setup reveals vector table, linker script, and startup code complexity. When developers crave control, they dive into the deep end, trading convenience for the thrill of wrestling silicon into submission.
Venice bans selfies with Mimo the dolphin, citing safety.
When the ocean's mascot needs a bodyguard, you know humanity's respect for nature is underwater and sinking fast.
Smart contact lenses treat depressed mice, researchers claim breakthrough. Zap your blues away with cutting-edge eyewear, because nothing says progress like electrifying your eyeballs to feel marginally less miserable.
England goes to the trenches, then doubters silenced.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Iraq's parliament approves new Ali al-Zadi government and doubts linger. A fresh batch of promises to a nation that's heard them all before. Let's hope this time they come with a warranty.
Drone strike hits near Abu Dhabi nuclear plant, then officials minimize threat. When drones get closer to reactors than transparency, you know the real meltdown is in the trust department.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Monday, the 18th of May, 2026, where your sanity checks in but never checks out. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you might be waiting for Bigfoot to deliver your mail. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.